Hey guys, my name's Reindeer James.
I didn't expect the murr, but
That's what a
apparently
reindeer
I'm
says.
Saint Corwyn Klaus.
And
Klaus?
welcome to the holiest podcast of them all. Holly jolly freaking This Movie's Gay.
Holly jolly
Get off
Christmas. This movie is... I'm texting Warren telling him that I left him a note here and he didn't get it.
Okay, and remember, don't start talking like this. You
Oh
gotta
my
be like
God.
this, baby.
Why are you giving me gruff?
Whoa,
Jesus.
a page fell out of my notebook.
That's
and
what you get.
I'm fine with it. It's the holly jolly Christmas. Sing along. It's the first time of the year.
I don't know that
because
pagan
it
song.
starts at December 25th. That's the real New Year, yeah. And
Our New Year
Donna
was,
me,
like,
yeah.
weeks
That's
ago?
after death, you know. Jesus Christ is wonderful. Yes, I am a Christian.
Yikes.
No, guys, I have upside down crosses everywhere around the house.
You have monsters
There's
everywhere.
like one over there, one down here. It's two places in the house. We in the house, baby.
I thought you pointed at your dick for a second.
No,
I was like,
down
I'm not
here.
looking down there. Got one down there, upside down cross, y'all.
Whoa, that'd be pretty cool. Hey, guys, if you have a penis that looks like an upside down cross, send me a pic at Marshland Mullum.
What a
You'll
way to
figure
start.
it out.
Oh my God. Okay, as you know from the title, we're, for the first time ever, watching a movie again.
Yeah, because someone wouldn't let me do gay bed and breakfast again.
Yes. So we watched Make the Yuletide Gay again. And as you know, because I've mentioned it many times, it's my Christmas tradition or holiday tradition to watch it every year. So watched it again with James and then a special guest.
Hey, I'm Nina the elf.
Nina the Elf.
Yeah, that's what I got.
came
Do elves
back.
make noises?
What noise would Saint Corwyn Klaus make?
Ho, ho, ho.
I'm a ho, ho, ho.
No, it's like, I'm freaking stoned right now.
I'm freaking stoned.
Nah,
No,
that's the elf.
that's the elf. Santa Claus and the elf deliver weed goodies to all the good adults.
Wait, does that happen?
Maybe it will this year.
Oh, fingers crossed, but it's illegal,
You're
Santa.
too straight edge.
Oh, yeah.
It would be after January 1st.
Yeah, but he
Legal.
comes on December 24th through the
Not Saint
25th.
Corwyn.
Not St. Corwyn Klaus.
Klaus.
St. Corwyn Klaus.
Santa Corwyn. I just
Santa-
looked at the
Santa
thing and it
Corwyn.
said 420.
420.
420 somewhere.
Yeah, right here on this podcast.
Just like that
You're
dad said.
welcome.
Whoa. Corwyn, can we get a
What?
rundown of the plot? Or should we just tell him to listen to episode 5?
We should have Nina do the rundown.
Oh, yeah. That's what we do.
That's right. I forgot. I was not prepared
I have
this
a
time.
special thing for later, though.
Cute.
So do it.
Okay, yeah. So, the beginning of this movie is Gunn.
Olaf
His name's
Gunnarsson.
Olaf Gunnarsson. And Gunn is in college, and we see that he has a boyfriend, and he's very involved in the LGBT, like
Student groups.
Yeah, student groups. But everybody's kind of getting ready to go home for Christmas, and so he's about to go home for Christmas. He ends up stopping on his way home at a rest stop bathroom to change his clothes. What's
Can I
that?
quickly say something?
Yeah.
I would always stay home when I went to college. I also went to a community college within my own town,
Oh,
but I wouldn't go home and see my parents
yeah, no.
because
I mean,
usually they'd be out of town because they didn't want to spend time with me.
almost like Nathan's.
Yeah.
like
Nathan's
Nathan.
family.
Oh, no.
Oh boy.
Am I the elite East Coast?
Yes. Yes, you are.
Mayhaps. Even though you're from Michigan?
Yeah, I'm also from the west side of Michigan.
Is that
Okay.
a side?
Yeah, it's a peninsula.
Okay.
I'm right on the west side.
Of the mitten.
Is there what's the piece of Michigan that's like not the mitten but the little like
The thumb?
No, the thing that hangs off the top left.
The upper peninsula?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, what would that be on a mitten? It's like
No,
loosey-goosey
well,
fingers.
people do this.
too big of fingers. People don't do that.
Yeah, I'm from yes. People,
Well, people
absolutely.
are dumb
I've
to
never
do
seen
that.
that.
So I think it's the snowball that the mitten tries to catch and it just breaks off. That's what.
Oh, also
The broken snowball.
I'm holding up two hands to emulate the
At 90
upper
degree angles.
and yes, connected by the beautiful, the majestic Mackinac Bridge.
Cool. So then, so yeah. So Olaf Gunn stops at a rest stop and changes his clothes and like smooshes his hair down and like
Smoosh it.
Makes himself seem more straight, I guess, like appearance wise, and then goes home, sees his family, his mom and his dad, and then he's like got this like stupid neighbor Abby and her mom Heather Mancuso or whatever is their
Yes,
last name.
Mancuso.
Mancuso.
And then
That damn Heather Mancuso.
exactly that bitch. And then
That bitch.
100%.
then and then we like cut to like Nathan, and so that's Gunn's boyfriend, and his family is like, change your plans, we're going on a cruise without you, and you're not invited, and you gotta stay home and do chores.
You're not invited.
Yes.
Oh, I kicked my whole mic.
How much would a Christmas check? Because they say, hey, the Christmas check is on the present.
Oh,
on-
yeah.
Your Christmas check is under the tree, and dinner at Neiman's is still.
I'm gonna say
on.
you're gonna say like, how much is that check worth?
How much would it have to be worth for you to be like, yeah, parents, go on a cruise?
Into the thousands of dollars for
It's
me.
probably thousands.
Oh, mine's like $100.
Really? You would do that
What?
shit for $100? That wouldn't even pay for your like food.
That wouldn't even pay for your plane out there.
Yeah, or that.
Well, if they're
But
that
also
wealthy.
dinner at Neiman's.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Neiman Marcus?
I don't know.
I don't know. I feel like Neiman's is like,
it just
it
sounds so
sounds
fancy.
I know.
Isn't there, or is that a department store, Neiman Marcus?
It is a department store.
Okay.
So
There's
dinner
one
at
on the Mag
Neiman's.
Mile if you've never been.
We're gonna
I've
eat
never
some
been.
handbags.
No, maybe it's IKEA style. They have food there as well.
Swedish
Wrong.
meatballs.
Yeah.
Wrong. Anyway, okay.
Completely
So
wrong.
Nathan's families are like, you're not invited to Christmas. Find something else to do. Go home. Do chores. And then Nathan's like, you know what? F that. I'm going to go spend time with Gunn and his family. So he shows up unexpected at Gunn's house. And Gunn is like, what are you doing here?
Wait, whose house?
Gunn?
Whose house? Gunn's house. You know, like Run DMC.
I owned that first season on DVD for
Yeah,
the
oh, it's
longest
so-
time.
yeah, it's
it was
very
really
good.
Anywho, so he shows up unexpected.
There is a restaurant in Neiman Marcus.
No way.
Fuck
It's
yeah.
called Mariposa.
But it's not
Oh.
called Neiman.
$30 and under.
I thought you were going to say 30 years old. Or when you said $30 and under, I was like, oh, people above 30 can't go in.
There's a
Executive
dress code
chef.
and you have to be over
It's
30.
business casual.
No sneakers or jeans, probably.
Probably. Where's
That's
their
business cash.
fucking
Okay.
food?
Talking to the mic and at a proper volume.
Fucking food.
And remember,
Where's their fucking food.
Hold it out like this.
I'm
Hey
doing my
guys, I'm
thing.
doing this.
I'm doing
yes.
my thing.
Okay.
Eggs
so
and
anyway,
bacon, $14. That's all I'm gonna read.
Is it only in Chicago or is that all Neiman Marcus is?
I have no idea. I know this one's in Chicago though.
Cool. Anyway, so Nathan shows up at this house. Gunn's like, what are you doing here? And like Nathan goes in and tries to kiss him and is like, I'm here to see you. And then Gunn is like, whoa, whoa, whoa. And it's not until a little later we find out that Nathan doesn't know that Gunn is not out to his family. And so we go through the movie of mom being ruthless as hell, Anya,
So
to her
ruthless.
son and like trying to hook him up with this like next door neighbor lady. And they're like,
Well, I say she's ruthless because she knows the entire time that her son is gay.
yes.
And she is constantly doing things or saying things, making innuendos and all that stuff. And, you know, the first few you're like, oh my God, she just doesn't understand. But no, she completely knows what she's doing.
She knows what's going on right now.
100%. She's like, yeah, I'm going to keep making these innuendos to you, son, until you tell me the truth.
And she's like giggly as hell, which I'm like,
So giggly.
damn,
Yeah,
Mom.
because the dad is a stoner, but I
Yes.
think she's the one who's constantly chiefing the kind.
I mean, she did
Absolutely.
accidentally drop some weed in her cookies, apparently. So
Or accidentally grab the dad's cookies. Wouldn't that be weird? Someone's like making pot cookies and decorates them as Christmas cookies.
I'm going to say since you
Been
don't
gone?
obviously throw the full plant into cookies when you're making it, you make it into butter or something like that, that she accidentally has dropped weed into the cookie batch. And that's why Heather Mancuso is like, that's an interesting texture. Was it a rosemary? And Anya's like, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm also
'Cause she
like,
fucked up.
how would there be? I don't know. I'm also just confused in the kitchen, baking wise, how you just like accidentally put some bud into cookies. Like,
I mean, if
what?
you're high as fuck and you're like, taking a smoke or something and you're like, you grind it and then maybe you just accidentally like tip the grinder over a little bit and then
never
and
have accidentally.
you never, but maybe she's so high.
But if you're also making the plants, what's the word? Growing the plants. You're like, oh,
If you're making the
I have an
plants.
abundance of this. I can be hiding at places when I'm high or.
Oh, I definitely do that. Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe
you're
a
like little
bag of
chipmunk.
weed was in the flour
Oh.
and she was making the cookies
then
and
the
it
bag
burst
would
open.
be in there.
And it burst open and she found the bag. So she took the bag out and she was like, nah, whatever.
I like all these hypothetical things.
Yeah,
How
that's
did she
what
get
happened.
the weed?
How did she get the weed in the cookies?
Because it is definitely a process, and it doesn't work like that.
It does not work like that, y'all.
A bag once exploded inside of me. Hoo boy.
Oh,
I don't want to know these
I'm
things.
kidding,
James.
Corwyn.
Oh my god.
Oh boy.
Boy, oh boy.
I was never a drug mule. I was only a mule in Diablo 2.
Really?
You would make characters to be like your mule.
Oh, okay.
So then you could, if your chest space and you're like,
Totally.
how much you can hold on your body, you just make a mule character. And then you can
They just carry all your shit.
No,
Yeah.
I understand because I was like, I'm usually barbarian. I didn't know you could be a mule. Like I was like,
I was
didn't know
right there
you could
with
be
you.
a
I was like, what the
donkey.
fuck are you talking about, James?
Like,
There's
is
not
that
a
in the
donkey.
expansion pack?
You never went to the hell mule levels?
I don't know. Maybe I
You know, like
haven't.
the hell cows?
We know the hell cows. Yeah,
But I'm saying like the hell mules.
I know.
Mule standing on 2 feet? Oh man, that's devilish.
Conversation's devilish.
I was gonna say, where was I going with that thing?
You were talking about
Weed cookies.
wheat cookies.
She's stoned,
Delicious.
laughing all the time.
Yes.
She's a very
she
chatty,
is.
laughy
She is.
woman.
She's very giggly. And so we find out too that like dad's a huge stoner, huge Grateful Dead fan as well. Mad Deadhead. And then so those two, they got this bet going the whole time of when their son is gonna come out. And so we follow Nathan and Gunn's relationship go through some rocky motions towards the end. Because Nathan's like, I don't want to be hiding who I am.
Yeah.
And then on Christmas Day, right? Gunn
Christmas
finally
Day,
comes out to his
yeah.
family, and his mom and dad bust out some monies, and dad lost the bet.
$100.
Hundo dollars.
Hundo. Mm-hmm. You owe me $100, Gun.
It's coming out of your inheritance.
Olaf.
Olaf and Sven too. Those names. And Anya. I'm like, guys,
Yeah.
some Frozen bullshittery there.
Whoa. Did Frozen
Well, this came
steal?
out way before Frozen.
Exactly. So yeah, there's some bullshit there.
Some bullshit.
But anyway, that's kind of like the synopsis. I'm gonna say that's what I got.
That's it. Mm-hmm. And then we have some beautiful things. So I actually own the book as well. There's a book that
Why
came out
didn't you
after
tell
this.
me? I would have read it beforehand.
I thought about that last night as I was trying to sleep. I was like, oh, I should have told Nina this a long time ago and then sent the book
Never
to you.
felt betrayal like this before.
And that's why I have the book open on my phone right now to just read a random passage that I sat to.
Ooh, a random passage.
So I literally just did the scroll thing at the bottom of the Kindle app.
Cute.
Of the Kendall?
The Kindle
It
app.
sounded like you said Kendall.
It did for
the
a
Kindle
moment.
app. Sometimes words.
The Kendall for
Words.
Kindle.
The words. Anyway, so I'm at 46%. The number is 1484, I guess. And let's see if you can guess what the scene is.
Okay.
Yoo-hoo! The voice booms. Anya! Anya tries to hide behind Nathan and Gunn. Oh, cripes. The ultimate cougar makes her way up the sidewalk. A middle-aged woman wearing a way too tight powder blue sweatsuit with leopard print faux fur around the collar. Her stylish short blonde hair perfectly frames her face that, even at this time of morning, is covered with too much makeup. But the only thing you really can't miss about this woman is, to be blunt, her boobs.
This is when they're going to the plant store?
Yeah, they're talking about
Yeah.
the nursery. And then Abby discovers they're gay.
Yes, and it was when we first meet as an audience, meet Heather, the
my God.
mom of Abby, with her boobies.
Naturally large and unnaturally perky, they almost bounce out of her sweatsuit as she walks. It's clear that she knows how to show off her best asset. Between the long necklace that immediately takes your eyes downward and the front zipper that is undone just far enough to reveal tremendous cleavage, not even the two gay men in front of her can miss these things.
I was just gonna say I did not miss that cleavage.
This is
It was
the
there.
infamous Heather Mancuso, mother to Abby and mysterious rival to Anya.
Mysterious rival.
Mysterious rival, because that's the first time
Ooh.
we've met her.
Do I have a mysterious rival? Do you have a mysterious rival?
We're each other's mysterious rivals.
Can I read a random part from the book? And audience, guess what this is? He had almost his last act, bar the shouting, had been to empty his testicles onto the floor.
What the fuck are you reading?
Dead sperm was a meager keepsake of his essential self, but enough. When dear brother Rory, sweet butter-fingered Rory, had let his chisel slip, there was something of Frank to profit from the pain. He found a fingerhold for himself, a glimpse of strength with which he might haul himself to safety. Now it was up to Julia. That's from The Hellbound Heart. What a...
Why are you reading that? But we're talking about Make the Yuletide Gay.
I
And that was
wanted
from
to-
Make the Yuletide Gay, James. You're just throwing shit in.
I originally went to pull out a Captain Underpants
What?
book, but then I was like, oh, there might be something juicy in
No.
this Clive Barker book that
No.
Hellraiser is based off from.
Hate it.
So none of
So
that is
anyway,
in the movie
Make
we
the
watched.
Yuletide Gay. So there is a novelization of it, which I own. I have not read the whole thing, funny enough, but I do own it. And yes, I apologize for not sending it to you
It's all right.
before bringing you onto the podcast.
It's Christmas
so that
time.
you
I'll
could-
forgive you.
You could highlight passages and all that. Speaking of highlighting passages in Love, Simon, Olaf Gunnarsson's all hoodie wardrobe really got me going.
Oh,
Love
this
it.
movie, I was like drawing comparisons to Love, Simon the entire time.
Yes.
Like it is actually very close to what that movie is about. But I also think like coming out around Christmas time.
Yeah.
Like the coming of age sort of.
This is my holiday tradition because it's a movie that's Christmas time and
Yeah.
it's gay. Maybe I should switch it over to Love, Simon, or maybe I should just add Love, Simon to it so I
say
watch both of
add.
them.
Yeah,
I think
add
so.
it.
Add. I just need more gay in my life.
Yeah.
Double feature.
Double
Exactly.
feature.
Yeah, I feel like this could be a cool, like, you know, those movies you buy at Walmart? It's like 2 for 1.
2 for 1.
like-
It's in a 2-pack with Love, Simon.
Exactly.
Yes, in the bargain bin.
Yes.
Oh, amazing.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna need the powers that be that create capitalist things to make
To
this.
make that bundle pack.
Make that bundle pack.
Although you probably own both movies already.
I do own both movies,
There you go.
and I own them both on Amazon, so I could
So
just
you
watch
got a
them both.
digital bundle pack.
I got a digital bundle pack. It's amazing.
Make it a triple feature. Add in Garfield's Christmas special.
Why?
No,
It's a good Christmas special. They go to the
Is
farm.
it?
Yeah.
What farm?
John's from a farm, like his parents. I don't know why I watched this last year.
Huh.
It just like came up on YouTube and I was like, yeah, man, I'll watch a Garfield Christmas special.
It's a Christmas special, not.
Yeah. It might have also
Is it
been
animated?
after. Yeah.
Okay. For some reason, I thought you were talking about the new like live action ones, and I was
Oh,
like,
no.
garbage.
That's Garfield and Tale of Two
Garbage.
Kitties.
Oh, okay.
He goes to London and meets it's just Prince and the Pauper, I think, and meets a fancy Garfield and they switch
Oh.
places.
Who's the voice of that?
Bill Murray.
I like Bill Murray, but I would not watch that.
You gotta watch it, Corwyn. Tale of Two Kitties,
No.
make it Christmas special. But Corwyn, you know how you have a trouble time sleeping?
yes.
What if I came over and read this book to you?
Make the Yuletide Gay.
Yes, not the Hellbound Heart.
I mean,
I'd tuck
I
you
would be
in.
like, James, get the fuck out of my room.
I'd feed you warm milk.
James, get the fuck out of my room.
I'd go, here's the warm milk train coming to get you. The
James?
airplane.
You
As
would
soon as
spill
I get
all
out
that
of
milk.
James, as soon as I get out of these goddamn restraints, I'm going to murder you.
I'd use a
viciously.
ladle. like to make sure it doesn't spill, and I just ladle it into his mouth. Like you see on like medieval
seen that. No.
Never
sword and
seen that.
sorcery, where someone's like passed out in the woods, and then someone finds them, and then
They have
the
a bucket with
witch-
water.
Yeah, yeah, and
they
they're
have
like
the little ladle in the water.
spoon-feeding
Yeah,
it.
I got
But
you.
Ladle feeding it. You guys, you gotta ladle feed your babies.
I'm not your baby, and the only way that you would be feeding me milk in my room
That's
and
kind
reading
of what
stories
he was implying.
is if I am restrained somehow.
I'll misery you, dude.
I'm gonna pretend I didn't hear that.
Nina, if I go missing for a few days,
I know exactly
you know
what
where
happened to
I
your
am.
ass.
Please come and untie me so that I can murder James.
You know how
viciously.
You know how you will say to people, "Oh, I had to spoon feed them the information." We should start saying ladle feed them if it's just an obvious thing. It's like, why do we have to spoon feed this to you? No, it's just a big ass thing. I'm ladle feeding this to you.
Are those like soup spoons?
Shoop,
Those
spoon.
that like you can set down. You know, they got the flat like.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of what
So
I'm
it doesn't
imagining.
fall in your bowl.
Oh,
Yeah.
like that you eat pho with. And
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah,
Ooh,
yeah,
yes.
yeah. I'm like, let's do that instead of a ladle. It's a little more manageable. I feel like.
A wooden
Yeah.
spoon that you make spaghetti sauce with, maybe,
No,
or you stir up Kool-Aid with.
No.
no.
Oh, Kool-Aid.
Kool-Aid.
Oh, or just ice cube trays.
What does that have to do with it?
There's a bunch there that you could just suck out each little individual.
So I have a
cube
straw
area.
now?
Yeah, why not?
Well, I'm gonna get out of these restraints
crazy.
with this goddamn straw.
It's a crazy straw.
You might
too.
want to run.
So you have fun with it.
James got to run.
Those are hard to clean though.
What you do is you swish soap and water in your mouth, and then you
No.
spit it in there.
What you do is you fill a sink
yeah.
with hot sudsy water, and then you soak it.
You could also fill like a what's this Starbucks mug with it.
Leave my Starbucks out of this.
Because
Do not
then you
put
don't
hot
have to
soapy
waste all
in
that
my
water.
Starbucks. You obviously would be cleaning other dishes at the same time.
I don't like doing that because then it gets greasy, and then you have to have like multiple sink stations in order to.
Why would it get greasy?
If you have other greasy stuff in there, the
Use
greasy
soap.
water.
Soap breaks that down.
Yeah, but there's still grease residue in there.
No. That's
Grease
why
just doesn't disappear when you put soap on it.
it doesn't
it's still
disappear.
there.
It breaks it down because that's what they clean the little baby birds with.
I guess what
And
I'm
the oil
saying is
spills.
don't maybe okay, my idea, right? Listen, hear me out.
What is it?
You'd only wash your crazy straws when you're not washing greasy dishes.
there we
wash
go.
them
So you
first.
wash
Or you wash them first.
But this is what, okay, let's say I'm covered in chocolate. And then I like rinse off in the bathtub, but I have it closed. There's going to be chocolate water in there. Just like if I was covered in grease, like, ooh, I just got done oil wrestling someone.
that's
there's
why
going
you
to be
take
grease.
a shower.
Yeah.
Drain
Yeah,
it.
take a
That's why you
shower.
Not a
shower.
bath.
That's why you shower dishes, not all gross stuff. This old roommate wasn't really our roommate. It was our roommate's uncle who lived with us. Was supposed to be 1 week, ended up being 6 months. He
Christ.
would.
Week 2, I'm like, you're out.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, we were saying that, but unfortunately, we wanted to be nice until the end.
That's why you can't be nice.
He would scrub stuff, and then like the soapy water would end up getting greasy because he would just eat the greasiest food ever, and like just pans that were greasy, and then the dishes would then be greasy because it would be greasy soapy
you not
water.
rinsing them
why,
off?
Yeah, I also now see why you have like a dish greasy
Yeah.
situation.
Or people who don't wash both sides of dishes.
Oh,
that
no.
frustrates
Oh,
me.
that frustrates me too because the bottom of the dish is gonna be dirty.
Oh yeah.
You gotta
especially
clean the whole thing.
if it was sitting with
And-
other dishes.
Oh, you don't gotta tell me. I
The
know.
handles of all your spoons and
yeah.
forks and your big spoons and all
Oh,
that.
yeah.
You gotta clean your handles too, and the handles of the
You
pots.
sure do.
Even on a mug, you got to clean the.
Clean the handle.
yeah.
Yeah. I
Oh,
did
yeah.
not know what that thing was until I'm glad you caught me with the handle part.
You didn't know what it.
I mean, I know what it
literally
is. I
said-
couldn't.
I said the
pull-
name handle 3 times, and then you're like the
I couldn't pull
the
it.
C curve, the mug's C
C
curve.
curve.
That's a
the
curvy mug.
ceramic C curve. Ceramic.
Ceramic. The ceramic. Oh God, what were you saying?
Oh, boy.
Ambidextric.
Oh my God, he can't say that word right, and it's
Amba.
fun. Ambidextrous.
Ambidextrix.
No. Beautiful. All right. So yes, we watched Make the Yuletide Gay. Nina, what are What are your holiday traditions?
What are my holiday traditions? I feel like they've probably changed since
That's okay.
I work now so often during the holidays. I usually am working shows, but definitely eating like some sort of like cookies and like peppermint type things, candy canes, like getting that like Christmas like snack on is really serious.
Yes.
I usually do like to participate too in some sort of like gift exchange with friends.
Yes.
I think that's always really fun. I love giving gifts and wrapping gifts. So I always go a little crazy with like wrapping stuff. So I always feel like one of my traditions is like going to the dollar store and like fucking going hard with like labels, bows, ribbons, wrapping paper, tissue paper, little fucking boxes that have Santa on them, you know, shit like that. I love it.
Was it my birthday or one of when you gave me this poncho?
The poncho.
Your wrapping paper was beautiful.
Thank you.
And wonderful.
Yeah. I also am like, I have like mad OCD too. So wrapping gifts, I like to get like crisp lines, the right amount of tape.
So let me just describe this wrapping paper that Nina made for me. She took some, it was newspaper, right?
Yeah, I think I just used
took some newspaper and did cutouts of Jake Peralta from Brooklyn Nine-Nine and Captain Raymond Holt from Brooklyn Nine-Nine. And it was magazines, I guess.
Yes, it was magazine clippings.
There was a thing of cinnamon rolls, and one of them said Hot Buns Core. And then there's also Anthony from Queer Eye. And then also the Love Simon crew.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
So good.
Yeah.
I still have it.
Well, because I was like, I think I just going through some entertainment weeklies and seeing all these like figures from pop culture that we talk about often or
and
reference.
Love. Yes.
And then we were just talking about like, I think cinnamon rolls, and I saw those cinnamon rolls and I was like, ooh, hot buns.
Hot buns core. And I had a beautiful poncho. And oh God, what else did you get me? There were some other wonderful things.
Yeah, I can't remember now, but
I can't remember either.
But yeah.
Yeah.
So I love that.
Do you like a peppermint bark?
Oh.
Do you?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
I think it depends on like the mood I'm in that day, because
Okay.
sometimes I do, and then sometimes I'm just like, I don't want this. You know, I think it's also like depends on what other snacks are around.
Yeah, I definitely won't eat a bunch of it because it's very powerful.
Yes.
I really like making people foods for holiday gift things.
Yes.
I was gonna actually change that up and get my roommate a gift. I found this little canvas print of a little like minimalist-ish Pikachu. I was gonna get that for him for Christmas and wrap it. So I've got it in my room right now.
Cute.
Then he mentioned something, and I realized his birthday is Wednesday.
Oh.
So instead, I will be giving him the Pokemon thing on Wednesday
for birthday,
and I'll have to find something else for Christmas.
Oh, son of a gun!
I know. It's ruined.
That's good, because if you just give him one gift, Christmas babies don't like that.
I am trying to be better. I'm usually really bad at gifting, and that's... Oh, geez, I kicked my mic again. I'm usually really bad about gifting physical things. That's why it's usually like I'll make a bunch of Christmas cookies or I'll cook a big dinner and be like, come over, and like stuff like that, because I'm so bad at like seeing things and I'm like, oh yeah, this person wants this. Because usually when I see it, I'm like, this person wants this. This person probably already has this.
Right. Gift giving is hard.
Yeah. So then I'm like, this person wants chocolate, and I'm real good at making chocolate.
There you go.
That's why I just give everyone a crisp 20.
Yeah.
I'm kidding. I don't do that. No, I can't afford that anymore.
That's why I made James a crisp Bananas Foster banana bread cake for his birthday.
But Nicole's birthday is the 26th, so she's like,
of Christmas.
26th of Christmas.
The Feast of Stephen, and she's very like, I hate it when people just give me like, this is one bundled gift, but it's like, no, I can do the math in my head. You're just trying to say like, I'm just giving you one gift, but then I'll say like, oh yeah. I think I bought you like 13 gifts this year. And she's like, that's too many. I was like, that's also for your birthday. And she's like, oh, yeah.
Nice.
That's enough. It's too many. No, for birthday too? Okay. Got it.
There is one thing I don't like about it is I just want to give her all the gifts at once.
Right. Instead of
And
like
you can only
splitting
give
it
her
between 2 days.
6 on Christmas and 7 on her birthday.
Yeah. Oh, no, I'm doing 7 on Christmas because I want as many to her quickly as possible.
I see.
Yeah, but her birthday's more important.
I don't know about with Nicole. Nicole loves Christmas, and then Nicole's one of those people who I used to say it, my birthday, worst day of my friggin' life. Because that's the day I was born. I don't want that.
I get it.
I like my birthday.
I do too.
Yeah. I had cinnamon rolls for my birthday.
When's your birthday?
It's May 25th. I'm
Guys.
a Gemini, y'all.
Give him a
Cute.
gift.
Give me a gift. I like
Gemini.
gifts. Or give me food. I like food.
I love
I usually
food.
give food.
Yeah.
That's what I do. So, James, expect some kind of food item.
Yes. But speaking of that, I asked everyone on our call-in show for Mostly Speaking Sentai. Nina's already explained, but if you want to elaborate more, what's your favorite holiday treat?
Ooh. Shoot. Oh gosh, I love a lot of things. I think when I'm sorry, this one really stumped me because I have so many favorite foods.
She started shaking and like it was like she was like
I can't think.
yeah, it was great.
I'm probably gonna have to say tamales.
Yeah,
Because I
oh
love
my God, can we make
homemade.
tamales?
Yeah, because like when I was a kid, like it was a tradition every year. Like my family, they still do it. I'm just not home. But we like as a family make like hundreds and hundreds of tamales, and then like freeze them and then eat them throughout like
year.
you know, and by eat them like throughout the year, it's actually like through February because they don't
February,
last.
and then they're gone.
But like that was just like the greatest tradition as a kid, and so I still like around this time love eating tamales.
I have been seriously thinking about trying to make tamales with
Let's do
people.
it.
So yes, let's do it because I love them, and I just don't. My old coworker would bring me some all the time, and then now I don't work there anymore, so I
Right.
don't get tamales as much anymore.
I know,
and I'm sad about it.
I know. And the thing is too is like any store bought or any restaurant ones just don't like they don't live up to like what my family does, and so it's just
Yeah.
like, well, this is a dry ass like it's a dry ass tamale. I'm like, no, thank you.
No, thank you.
So yeah, I would say that's probably like my favorite like Christmas like holiday treat. But I also
Amazing.
do fucking love like Rice Krispies that are dyed. You're like, you know, food colored and then like shaped into wreaths and shit. Like, oh my God, I love that. I love Rice Krispies. So
Or drizzle some white chocolate on it as well
sure.
to make it more festive.
Sure. I don't need that.
Don't need it.
Or some
That's
red
too
chocolate.
Sweet. Well,
Yeah, red chocolates or sprinkles.
ruby
Oh, yeah.
chocolate.
Oh, yeah, it's like white chocolate and sprinkles. That's perfect.
I love sprinkles.
I don't think there's a real red chocolate.
Ruby chocolate.
What's ruby chocolate?
I don't know. They had it on the Great British Bake Off.
they did.
Is it like red velvet infused chocolate?
I don't
Let me
know.
check.
So.
It had a weird flavor. I remember they talked about it.
Yeah.
I don't
can't
know
remember
anything
what
about
it
I don't
is.
know anything about it. But it was red. Well, it was pink.
Wait, what is your guys' favorite?
I really love snickerdoodles, but also
yeah.
those like wedding cookies.
Yes.
Like-
the powdered sugar ones on top.
Yeah, the powdered sugar, like almondy or
Absolutely.
walnutty, like
Yep.
cookies. The little balls.
Yes.
Love those little balls.
I was actually going to try an experiment this next week for Christmas stuff, a snickerdoodle, but making it with like Captain Crunch, like, or Cinnamon Toast Crunch, not Captain Crunch.
Okay.
Like Cinnamon Toast Crunch, like, like
you said Captain Crunch, and I was thinking Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
I
so
know,
we were on the
right?
same page.
yeah, Cinnamon Toast Crunch, but
Yeah.
like crushing that up into like a fine powder and using some of
Using
that.
as the coating. Let's do it.
That's kind of where I'm at.
I'll do that. I'll
Yeah.
make that. I got a food processor. Boom.
No,
Powder.
I have a bag in my hand to smash.
I have a bag and a rolling pin, and
Right,
I'm
there
just
you
going to
go.
smash. Just going to go to town.
James,
while
what is your
looks up
favorite?
things.
My favorite is just eggnog. The thicker you
yeah,
get
you've
it,
been
the
talking
better.
about that a
Yeah,
lot
but
today.
you don't want the real eggs in it, right?
I mean, whatever's the store-bought one that's the thickest.
Wait,
I
but
like
you don't
a
want
golden.
the alcohols in it.
You don't want the
Oh,
alcohol. You
no.
don't want the eggs.
Okay.
So what's the point?
It's golden
You just
eggnog.
want custard.
No,
You
it's
want
there's seasoning in it.
custard.
There's like a nutmeg and all of that stuff.
You can put that in custard as well.
Yeah, but I don't want a custard. That's
I know
It's
nothing.
not the same
drink.
thing.
Nothing.
you can drink custard.
Yes. That's usually what So usually people that like eggnog but don't like the alcohol, they get custard.
Custard instead?
Yeah.
Huh.
No, I get eggnog instead.
Well, I'm going to get you some custard, and then you're going to be like, ooh, this is the best shit ever.
Yeah, but can I buy it at the store and it tastes
Yes.
exactly like eggnog?
You can buy it at the store, it tastes better. Because eggnog is supposed... You take eggnog, and then you add alcohol to it, and it's so good.
Okay, this is the mind bogglings of an alcoholic over
No,
here.
I was gonna say
No.
I know eggnog as being alcoholic, but
Yeah.
but also at the same time that's the only thing I know about eggnog. I don't
Because
drink
eggnog
it.
is made with eggs, and the alcohol
Yeah.
is what keeps it from making you sick.
Right.
The eggnog I drink doesn't have eggs in it.
That's because you're just drinking custard.
Oh gosh.
After I explain ruby chocolate, then I'll look at what is in. Oh, Nicole has some. I'll go grab it and we'll read the ingredients.
He's gonna grab it.
Go grab.
Ruby chocolate is a variety of chocolate introduced in 2017 by
Yes.
Barry Chelabot,
Yes.
Belgian Swiss cocoa company, and it was marketed as the fourth type of chocolate alongside dark milk and white. It is made from ruby cocoa beans, and a magazine editor, Angus Kennedy, said that you can recreate it by combining white chocolate, raspberries, and milk chocolate in your mouth. Like that's the taste you could get.
Does ruby chocolate have a like color to it?
Yes,
Yeah.
it's ruby. It's
Oh.
made from red cocoa.
Okay.
If you can see that from...
Itty bitty.
Yeah,
but
you
yes,
remember the
okay.
candy bar episode?
Yes. Okay. Yeah.
She used
Now I
ruby
remember.
chocolate, and
Yes,
they
now
were
I
like, "What the
remember.
fuck is ruby chocolate?" And she's like, "This is this thing I
goes.
love." There he goes to grab the eggnog, the custard. It's custard. That's what you're drinking, custard.
Yeah, I truly don't know. I don't know. Or
Because custard
it's-
is also made from eggs,
'cause
but it's
that looks
a different
thick.
process.
It's very thick, correct?
Custard is also
Yeah.
thick. Yes.
Yeah, golden eggnog, yeah. All right, ingredients. Skim milk and custard? What? It's skim milk. Oh, no, there are egg yolks in this.
Yes.
Skim milk, cream, sugar, corn syrup, egg yolks containing less than 1% of natural and artificial flavors, nutmeg, water, Gursh gum, carcinogen. Wait, I'm not reading this correctly. Carrageenan, dipotassium phosphate, salt. Ooh, you got to have a little in there.
yeah.
Turmeric and annatto for colors.
Why do they have?
You lost
Oh.
me at turmeric. No fucking
It's just for
thanks.
color.
Yeah, but
It's Kemp's.
Because it has less than 2%. Yeah, you're drinking custard. That's what
man,
that is.
Nicole's letting this go bad.
That is straight up custard, James.
But custard's liquidy like this?
Yes. What do you think custard is?
Custard, like you get it from Cold Stone Cream or
That's frozen custard.
Yeah, I thought custard was also like inside donuts.
That is a form of custard. Yes.
Yeah, I always thought custard was just
No, you
either
can-
frozen or inside a donut hole.
No, there's
Speaking
a custard
of-
you can drink. And
My
it's exactly the
favorite-
same.
My favorite treats are also those little cream-filled fuckers.
which ones?
No, you said that during the during
Those little cream-filled Oh,
during
when we were
the
talking about the
show.
apple skeevers?
Mm-hmm. Little cream fill fuckers.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
put this
but
back.
they're not cream-filled. They're
But Nicole's letting this go bad.
You just stop judging her and maybe drink the eggnog that you're so keen on
custard
drinking?
is.
No, this is Nicole's.
Custard, they use it for bases for ice cream.
Yep.
That's why you have frozen custard. And that's why custard tastes so good.
It may vary in consistency from a thin pouring sauce to the thick pastry cream used to fill eclairs.
Yep.
Yep. And you use egg yolk to thicken it.
Yep.
I like calling them Sinclairs because they're so decadent. It's sinful.
Well,
Oh yeah, you've been drinking some custard.
you've been drinking custard.
All right, I'm gonna start guzzling down custard and put a fucking gun in my mouth. Because that's
boy.
the holiday spirit, guys. Put a gun in your mouth and pray that you make it to next year.
Please don't do that.
2020.
Keep the safety on and don't have bullets in the house. Also, make it a fake gun. A stage gun, even though, as Corwyn's
I was
told
gonna say
me.
your Nerf gun.
Oh, yeah, do a Nerf gun. I used to do, my friends would get high and I would play this with them. They had a
Did you play
revolver Nerf
Russian
gun.
roulette with the
Russian roulette with a
Russian
Nerf
roulette?
gun.
Yeah.
Russian
All right.
roulette with the Nerf gun?
And they'd be super high, just like so scared. They'd be like, oh my God, fuck, man.
I
Just
love
paranoid.
that vine of the girl that just like she has a Nerf gun or something and she's like crying and then she just takes it and points at her head and shoots herself with it.
I don't know if I've seen that Vine. And I love me some Vines.
Fucking funny.
Well, I'm going to have to find it.
Find that Vine. Y'all, send us that Vine.
Has the internet archived every Vine?
Pretty much.
I feel like
if you go on
YouTube has.
YouTube, it's all like
Okay.
everything's there.
I never got into it. My friend Brandon
Oh
was
my
super
God.
into Vine, but
I just like watching them.
I got into Vine after it shut down.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh my God, this shit is hilarious.
Okay, back to this movie since we're like, at the end.
Yeah.
So another thing about this movie that we didn't mention last year is that Gates McFadden is in it, who famously is in Star Trek as well. Gates McFadden.
Who was that?
yeah.
She was the mom,
Oh.
not Anya, but the other mom, Nathan's mom.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Nathan's mom has got it going on.
I think it's
She's
is she
all
Dr.
I
Crusher? I think she's Dr. Crusher.
And I've waited
I'm
for
looking it up so that I
long.
can say it accurately. For Ranger Command.
Oh, Eric Berry, a Ranger Command Power Hour.
Yes, so that he knows who Gates McFadden is probably.
Probably.
It's Beverly Crusher. Yeah.
He has a Star Trek podcast.
Yeah, so she's in this, so he can watch it and enjoy it.
Except
she's in it.
She's mean in this.
She's beautiful.
Is she mean in Star Trek?
I honestly don't know.
Oh.
I don't think so. Isn't she? I'm probably. I don't want to talk about Star Trek things because I'm probably going to be wrong, and I don't want to upset people for being so wrong.
Yeah,
But
upset
isn't
the fans.
Isn't she? I'm going to do a quick Google because
The
I'm
only
pretty
thing
sure.
I know of Star Trek is there's this big old like watery looking circle gate and like Wookiees walk in and out of it, and you better believe they're in Atlantis as well. And oh boy, there's some worms coming out of big old holes.
So Beverly Crusher is Wesley Crusher's mother, and Wesley Crusher was played by Will Wheaton.
Okay.
So yes, that's the only thing I know about Beverly Crusher.
I know nothing. Don't look at me.
I know nothing.
Can I ask you a question, Nina? This is
Please do.
I want a very serious
Ooh.
answer about this.
Okay.
Wrong.
What are your thoughts on Pee-wee's Playhouse?
Nope.
No.
What?
Yes.
So here's the thing. So last Christmas I spent with some friends who love Pee-wee's Playhouse and love Pee-wee's Christmas special. And I am not a Pee-wee fan. Never have been, never
Same.
will be.
Same.
I think because as a child, he creeped me the fuck out.
Same.
And now
so
as an
weird.
adult, he doesn't as much, but I still like, because we watched the Christmas special last year and I was like, I see where you guys are coming from and why you would like this. I am just not one of those people. I think also my mom did not like Pee-wee at all. And so then I think, having her in the house, she was like, you don't need to watch that. And I was like, I don't know. I never got into
Every time I saw him, I was very upset about it and immediately changed the channel.
Maybe my dad, because my dad really liked Cheech and Chong. So, and he was like Pee-wee was in a Cheech and Chong movie.
Right.
Like, as the character Pee-wee was.
Yeah.
So maybe that's, I don't know why we liked Pee-wee, but I think it's amazing.
Pee-wee also frustrated me. I think just because as a kid, I was like common sense. I don't know. I was just like, what is going on in this? I never understood what was happening.
I'm jealous of him.
Yeah.
He gets to live in this cartoon land,
Yeah.
puppet land, whatever it's called. I haven't watched it in a long time because Nicole won't let it be on. She's in the house.
Yeah.
I agree with Nicole.
Yeah, exactly.
100%.
Hundo.
Hundo.
So I have a few notes. So we had Beverly Crusher. Great. She's in the movie. Why do people have poinsettias at Christmas? We don't know.
So I think
Nobody knows.
I kind of looked it up. They are mildly toxic to humans and animals. I think also like a lot of the verbiage used on Google when I like typed in poinsettias was like bold and beautiful and like the colors of red and green.
and
Like I
red
think
and
because
green and
they have the red and
Christmas.
green
Yeah.
color scheme and they're vibrant and big.
Okay.
I think
'Cause they're
that's what
everywhere.
it is. Yeah.
Now, is it poisonous or venomous?
It's poisonous
Mildly
because
toxic.
it would be poisonous because
Poisonous.
you would have to consume it.
Yes.
Whereas
All right.
toxic
Yes.
or venomous is something that excretes venom.
Yeah.
Like,
So yeah, it's not gonna like shoot shit at you. It's not like that. It's not
Yeah.
like a living
Yeah.
fucker.
We've talked about this before, James.
I know. That's why I brought it up. Which I'm pretty sure you shut me down on the poisonous venomous thing, but maybe you didn't.
I did. 100% was like, no, James.
Corwyn's like, yeah.
No,
that
but I
happened.
was saying, like, if you ingest it and it's bad for you, that's poisonous. And
Yes.
venomous is if a friggin' guy clamps onto you. And then I said, well, that means if you, like, drink snake venom, you'll be fine.
No.
I mean, but drinking snake venom, then you'd be poisoned. Like you wouldn't be.
It's only venomous.
Why are you trying to confuse people? No.
I think also they can be in harmony. Like
Because-
being poisonous and venomous is like they don't
something
contradict
that's
each
venomous. It's the verbiage used to describe an animal or a plant or whatever. It's venomous if it can
other.
excrete or bite you or whatever. It's poisonous if it's inside of that animal. So snakes,
Poisonous venom.
it's venom, but the venom is still toxic.
So you can eat the symbiotes that crawl around
Oh my God,
Spider-Man,
James, I
and you'll be
hate
fine. But what's a carnage?
Oh my God. So Anya lives for drama. She's
She
ruthless. That was my other
does.
thing. Because if you watch this knowing that she knows. By the way, if y'all want more description of the movie and all that stuff, just
Yeah.
listen to the first episode.
Yeah.
Also, now I see the family resemblance. What a weird thing to say.
Yeah.
So weird. Gross.
They just have such uncut, girthy dicks, though.
Also,
Yeah.
apple skeevers. Nina and I are going to make those at some
Yeah,
point.
little apple fuckers.
Oh, maybe we'll throw them on the Instagram if we ever do. I have to order the pan, though.
I know that was such a fucking fancy
so
pan.
fucking cool.
It's like a cast iron thing with the little ball scoops, like
Little
ball
scoops.
molds.
Yeah. I wonder if we could
molds.
make it with like, instead of getting the pan, just get like an ice cream scoop or something like that and use that to
Ooh,
like.
could you do little baby ones with like a melon baller? It's your baby.
Little babies.
Bebe.
Bebe melon baller. And then what's a 9-letter word ending in 4? Therefore?
34?
Is that 9 letter?
I don't know.
Oh, I can't count letters right now.
34 would be 10 letters.
Ooh, 10-4.
So
10-4?
yeah, I think it's therefore, maybe. And then yeah, those are all my notes.
Would it
Oh,
be
young Sean Astin.
Oh, yeah.
Olaf looks like a young Samwise Gamgee.
He did.
He did.
He really did.
Young buff Samwise Gamgee.
Or a young Rudy.
Oh my God!
Rudy!
Stop talking about Rudy, James.
Oh my
I never talk about Rudy.
I was
It's the
gonna say.
funniest thing.
Do you love Rudy or something?
No.
Oh, okay.
I saw it in school once.
I was at the
Everyone
Notre
did.
Dame Stadium back in September, and that was kind of crazy. And then everybody, like my mom was like, "Are they going to start chanting Rudy?" I was like, "I'm sure they're not." It's 2019, and they didn't.
Also, a lot of people around that area don't like Rudy.
Oh, well, I
Incredible.
mean that tracks though.
That tracks.
They love like Notre Dame football though. It's kind of crazy.
Do you have any notes about this movie?
Well, I did write that I did love the opening credits and the song. Like the
Yes,
Christmas
it's so
songs
cute.
in this are really
yeah,
great.
we talked about that, I think, too.
Yeah.
So good.
Sexual innuendo starting off like immediately with
Boom,
that
boom,
teacher. Like, oh yeah.
And the friend was so cute.
Yeah,
anyway,
I
and
know.
like, you were in my class. He's cute.
Yeah. Also, like, fuck off, teacher.
Fuck off, teacher. Stop being gross.
Christ on a cracker.
Christ on a
Yeah, I'm
cracker.
from Minnesota, and my mom has my mom is that mom in a way, that Midwestern like kind of lives for the drama because there's nothing else going on type of thing. But also like, oh, Christ on a cracker, and like, oh, cripes. Like my mom says cripes all of the fucking time, and I never know what it means. And so
What
like
was
this
the-
lady, I was like, what the
What was the one in the sink they kept saying?
or crying in a sink or
Crying in the sink? Was it crying in the sink?
I think
don't know.
so. Something like that. Anyway.
I think it was greasy dishes in the sink.
James, no one wants your greasy dishes.
Yeah, no one wants greasy dishes unless your name's Chuck and you lived off from your nephew for 6 months.
Oh, I did have a question of like, I was like, what is, sorry, I just cut you off talking
Oh,
about
no.
greasy dishes,
Do it,
but
do it.
I had a question of like when he gives him the dog tags, when Nathan gives Gunn the dog tags or whatever, he's like, oh, this is the gayest thing I have. And then he's like, well, not that thing in your
What about your
nightstand.
thing in the
or whatever.
nightstand?
And I was like,
What is the
oh,
thing?
What is the thing?
What is the thing?
So if anybody
It's
has any
probably
ideas.
that's what's that one giant dildo that we talked about with TC.
The Violator.
The Violator.
There you go. Or is it like maybe
Gun has.
butt plug or something? I don't know.
I was thinking maybe
Butt plug.
a marriage license to another man. That's
knows?
pretty gay.
No.
That is the gayest thing.
It is.
Yes, but he's not cheating on Nathan.
True.
Divorce papers from another man.
That would have required him to cheat on Nathan because he's been with Nathan for a while.
Wait, they have been?
Yes.
Whoa.
I also was like, yeah, his Nathan's parents are stupid because Gunn was like,
Stupid.
they do deserve to be called stupid for treating you like that. And I was like, yeah, they fucking do because
Yeah,
they
they
are
fucking
stupid
do.
parents
Yeah.
for treating their son like that.
How could they just abandon him?
And then, yeah, I didn't really like Abby and the way that she kissed Gunn
She's awful.
and then grabbed his
dick.
Yeah, I was like, that's some bullshit.
Awful. Hate her.
And I
She's
really like
not
that Nathan
pretty
got a bunch of
fabulous.
candy canes because I was then craving
You're like, I want the candy canes.
canes. Yeah. But okay,
yeah.
that's about it, really.
I do like, as far as them like treating him poorly at the end, whenever his mom is listening to the voicemail, she's just sitting there all stoic, but like with a slight smile, and you're like, she is proud of him for standing up for himself.
She is proud of
She is
him. I think she
proud.
just needs to tell him. She needs
She
to stop
does need
being.
to tell him, and I think that she would in the sequel.
Is there a sequel?
No.
Oh.
I
There
wish
should
there
be,
was.
though.
They talk. I think they're trying, or they talked about it, or they
Wait,
were
is there a
trying, or
second
something.
book?
No, there's not a second book right now. I don't think. I haven't looked at the.
What came
the
first, the book
Facebook.
or the movie?
The movie came first, and then they did the book to try to get more money and hype up,
Oh,
and
yeah.
just to make a second movie. I think. I haven't checked the Facebook in a while.
Gotcha.
But what came first, the custard or the eggnog?
Custard.
James.
It's like what came first,
As
the
far
chicken
as
or the egg?
non-alcoholic eggnog, custard came first because that's what it
Oh.
is.
Didn't I
Guys.
just say that?
That's what Nina
Didn't I
said.
just say that?
Nina said that.
The only note I really had that's of import is Heather can't snap. She like tries to like snap, but not like.
Heather Mancuso.
And don't let anything distract you when you're trying to come out. It happens in every single one of these movies. Yes, then the
Yeah.
movie would be done.
Tension. We are
don't-
building tension.
But Nina, would you recommend this movie?
Yeah, I definitely would. Yeah.
Are you going to watch it with me next year?
Probably.
Yeah. Which the whole time we were watching this movie, I was like, Nina, did I watch this with you already?
Like, I'm
and she's like,
pretty sure.
I think I've seen this already.
I think it was when that dad came in and I was like, oh my gosh, I've totally related to this man before.
And then there's also a point where Gunn has like a little sweater thing on with
Oh my
leather
God.
strap through it,
Yeah.
through the top, tying it together, and it's very medieval chic, as I like to call it. And that's something that I would wear.
It's also like very like 2009. Like when this movie came out, I'm like, ooh, this
Yeah.
was so 2000s of like
Yes.
strap it at the top.
I want that shirt, and I want the leather, rough leather. I just want medieval chic to be my style. Nina
I
doesn't
feel like you
like
can
it.
make that happen. It's just going
could.
to be so simplistic.
So simply, I want a tunic. I want a giant tunic, and I want to cinch it around the waist.
You want comfy clothes is what
And
I'm
then
hearing.
I want some tights on. So, because, they usually have like a tighter, like, a giant tunic with tights. Yeah. Beautiful. Love it. That was a kiss into the mic.
a chef's
Like
kiss.
a chef's kiss.
Chef's kiss.
Yeah. There we go. And that's it. I absolutely 100% recommend this movie.
Yeah, baby, you know I did last year and I'll recommend it again.
And that's been the
Make the
second
Yuletide
edition
Gay.
of Make the Yuletide Gay with Nina, the elf.
Yay, Nina the elf.
Nina the elf, our
Maybe-
recurring guest.
Each year we'll just keep adding another person.
Oh my
There you
god.
go.
We bring on Warren because Warren has also guested as many times as Nina.
There we go.
So I think who else has anyone else guested that many times? I don't know. Anyway, we're just gonna go through the catalog and we're gonna randomly pick another guest, and then we'll be like, "Hey, you want to do this episode?" And then it'll be 4.
And then this will be a new tradition.
New tradition. Introduce people to Make the Yuletide Gay.
And speaking of new traditions, do you want to listen to my podcast where we started a new tradition? That's Nicole and I, mostly Speak and Sentai, which Nina and Corwyn have both been on.
Yes, Demon with the Corwyn kick. Did I get it right?
Yeah, we started a Pissmas tradition. Listen to last week's episode. We're celebrating Pissmas. We, for some reason, talk about urine on the show a lot, and Nicole said, James, for a Christmas special, can we just make it Pissmas? And I said, yeah, that's a great idea. So go over there, Mostly Speaking Sentai, if you want to hear more information about that or maybe my other podcasts such as What the Hellmouth or Hit It and Crit It. Go over to mlmpod.com. Or if you'd like to donate, if you're in the holiday tradition of giving, go to mlmpod.com/donate. Also, check out my rap music under Marshland Monster, or go over to YouTube under the Mostly Speaking Sentai YouTube channel and watch me play PlayStation on Mostly Playing PlayStation. That's new videos every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday.
I have to plug my theater company, Saltbox Theater Collective, will have a show in January. Turn Here, Sweet Corn. It is a one-woman show, and it will be brilliant and stunning and beautiful. So go check it out. Check us out, saltboxtheater.org, and buy tickets and all that stuff. Also, it will have passed. I'm going to be in a showcase, but it's going to be the day before this comes, or 2 days before this comes out. So you'll have missed it, but I did sing Santa Baby probably. So haha, enjoy. If you came, I love you.
That was all the people crying.
That's totally fine.
Because I missed it.
Yeah, and then follow us on Twitter at This Movie's Gay. Follow my theater company on Twitter as well. And follow me on Twitter and Instagram and all that stuff at Corwinning Nina.
I don't have anything to plug.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I've been Corwyn.
I've been Reindeer James.
I've been Saint Corwyn Klaus.
And I've been Nina
Claus.
the Elf.
Nina the Elf. And thanks for listening to This Movie's Gay.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
This has been a Marshland Media production, produced by James McCullum. For more content, please visit mlmpod.com. To support our network and have access to exclusive podcasts, head over to patreon.com/mlmpod and sign up today.